Hey. Alright, so listen. I know this is annoying how I have this sitting, but I'm driving and I don't have a thing up in the vent yet to hold it. But, man, like, I was just thinking, you know, like, sometimes I wish people could experience what I experienced in prison, or seen it through my eyes. Like, to me, it was such a journey. Like, it was such a... I don't even know. Like, it was so bad, but it was so good, too, if that makes sense. Like, complete, like... I don't... Like, prison just tends to pop up in my mind sometimes, right? Like, the experience I had, and, like... Alright, 1 second. Okay, I've been locked up my whole life. When I was an adolescent, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, I was rebellious. I wanted to experience things like that. Like, dude, if I could have gone to prison, like, I would want to. Like, I was so rebellious and, like, so filled with drama and chaos. Like, I would have loved that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have zero, like, I have done so much time. And, like, as an adolescent, though, like, HSC and, like, all these places, 10 and a half months when I was, like, 17 at Parkston, our home, like, you know, as a young kid, spent time. Boot camp, got kicked out after 6 months, like, and, like, so my point is, like, I'm not, like, a wussy when it comes to, like, doing time or stuff like that, but check this out. So, like, as I've grown as a person, I grew out of that rebellious, psycho, crazy, freaking maniac that I was. I grew out of that eventually. And I even grew out of some of it even while I was using or while I was drinking or whatever. Because I seen things through the eyes of love, you know what I mean? And so, like, by the time I got to prison, like, well, I mean, when I first got there, I was a little like, all right, I'm going to kind of, like, play into things and just see what's up, you know? But, I don't know, man, like, it just trips me out. It's so crazy because... Well, everyone's, you know, I'm watching, you know, but then I'm playing into it, you know, at first and stuff too, and like, whatever, you know, get a girlfriend, whatever. But, just hear me out, man, because, like, I got some stuff to say, like, about prison, and actually, it only comes up every once in a while, and I can't really pinpoint the times. Well, some of the songs I have on my phone are songs I listen to a lot in prison, or whatever. But, I don't know, man, like, it was such an experience, it was such a, like, I don't even know what happened, man, like, I don't even know what happened, and like I said, like, as I grew, like, eventually, so by the time I got to prison, it was like, and, you know, later down the road in prison, like, things, you know, were starting to make sense to me, so it's like, I'm around all this violence, chaos, and drama, and all this girlfriend stuff, and yeah, I delved into it too, but, like, I still saw things through the eyes of, like, love, you know what I mean, and understanding, and peace, and, like, all these whatever positive things. So sometimes it was hard to be around it, man. Like, it'd be easy to sit in the freaking Arizona mountains, the Sedona mountains, and meditate, like, yeah, like, peaceful environment, everybody around you is doing it, everyone's hiking, it's all about nature. But to meditate in prison, when there's chaos going around, people are beating the crap out of their girlfriends, and, like, you know what, dudes in prison, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, they're gonna, like, scrap it out, and they're gonna be like, alright, bro, you know what I mean? Maybe it's not that way, maybe I'm wrong, but, like, but chicks, like, they're freaking vicious, man, they're twisted, like, I didn't know this stuff, I literally did not know this, like, the stuff I've seen and witnessed in there, like, I was so effing blind to it, like, people would always tell me, too, like, Cassie, you're so naive, like, Cassie, like, you know, you're so naive, just all that. And I'm like, I just didn't get it, man. Like, you know, and even with relationships, too, even all the way up until, like, the halfway point at prison, like, it's not that I let people take advantage of me, it's that I was unconscious. I was unaware that people were, like, I had no clue, dude. Like, my heart was, like, not pure, but my heart, you know, was vulnerable, and my heart was, like, out there. And I didn't think that people could do that because I didn't do that. Does that make sense? Like, it's hard, I don't know, it's hard to believe, like, when people are, you know, selling you a dream, or even if it's just a friend, like, they're being however with you, and, like, I couldn't fake, I could not fake stuff. Like, I just can't. So, like, I don't get how other people do it. Maybe they were raised different. I don't know. But, like, you know, I just sit there and think, man. Like, I was sitting here and visualizing myself just kind of, like, walking around, like, D-Block. I remember just always sitting on that freaking chair and you could, you know, listen to music or whatever, which was so cool. That I loved. But, like, and just watching, you know, just looking around. Like in the past, like, when I was a younger adolescent, like, I would have been like, fuck yeah, like, this is my environment, man. Like, I would have loved it, you know what I mean? I would have just caused the biggest scenes ever. That's what people don't realize, is they don't realize that, dude, I was a young, like, juvenile thug. Like, I was a freaking, not thug, but I was with it, man. Like, if that would have been, dude, people don't realize, though, I've grown, man. Like, I've grown up, like, things are different now. So, no, I was not, like, all about it. I was, like, more like this. But then it's like, but it's weird because in the past, when I was in all those adolescent treatment centers, I would have been more like, yeah, dude, like with popcorn. And then I would have been like, all right, I'm going to one-up that person. Just watch. And I would. I was notorious for being like the biggest rebel of my time. Ask anyone who grew up with me in high school, man. Bad. Freaking terrible. Just for no reason, too. Like, I don't even know what the reason was. But anyway, so, you know, I'm just sitting here and visualizing this stuff, and, like, then I remember the moment where, like, I decided I was going to go to C Block, and it was so, like, just, like, out of nowhere, but I felt, like, some sort of pull, you know what I mean? Like, I've talked about this in other videos, but it's, like, I just was, like, I want to go there, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to see. Like, I feel like it's going to be really intense, and, like, maybe that's what I need, you know? I liked intensity. You know, so I go there and, man, that's a whole different world in that block. That's the max custody block. Whole different world. I mean, D Block is right next to that block and you can see each other through the window, but, like, it's a whole nother life in that block, man. So different. I can't. Man, like, I don't even have any words for it because it's like there's so much to say but nothing to say at all about it. Like, it's just crazy. Like, I wish I could have had like a freaking video of like just times and like, it's serious in there, man. Like, it gets pretty real, you know, and like I learned so much, man. I learned so much about myself and about other people in there. I finally learned how to freaking put my guard up, put a wall up, not let people take it. Like, it just all of a sudden just clicked, and everything else that I wasn't supposed to be anymore just vanished in the blink of an eye. It was so weird. It's something I've wanted my whole life. And I don't even know really how I obtained it. I remember there being a couple moments where I was like, Like, I looked at this one person, I was just thinking, you know what? Like, maybe you whores running around are like, maybe you guys are just like, I was thinking in my head, like, maybe you guys are like free spirits and you're the ones, you know, you're not getting hurt because you're just running around doing whatever you want and breaking other people's hearts, I guess, and whatever. But, and then I was like, I just kind of like tilted my head in curiosity, like, you know? And before I never got it. But so anyways, it was just that like tilting of the head moment of like, and a couple other things, you know, and it just all was gone. And I remember talking on the phone with like my mom and my grandma and stuff and my dad, like saying like, because there were moments too where I'm wondering like, okay, what happened to me, dude? Like, I grew up in the perfect childhood, perfect, like nothing wrong. I mean, there was something when I was a kid, you know. I just don't know that I'm supposed to speak publicly about it. It's not sexual abuse, but it's something maybe semi-related to that. But I think as a child, it made me feel... I gotta stop this one and start a new one. Hold up.